Hello everybody, it's Hesty Arts and welcome to my first video. In this tutorial I'll be making two cards with one die set and a pattern paper pack. Excuse the dodgy editing because this is my first try, so let's hop straight into the video. So the first card I'm making is this chevron pattern design with a floral background. Now I've got a paper pack by Docrafts, it's the Tropical Travels one as you can see. And I've also got a die from Pretty Quick. Now this die comes with 4 pieces. It's got an outer border, just a rectangle, the chevron pattern, a circle die cut and the hello die in the middle. I still haven't detached them yet. I've used them all in one go and that's just the parts I need and I can pick out what I want from those. The card base I've got is a 7x5 inch card and I'm doing it as a side fold today. So the first one's really simple. I've pre-cut everything I'm about to use as well, and I'll list it all in the description below of what I have used. Like I said, I've flipped through the book so you can see the papers that I've used, and I've used that pretty blue one with the pink and sort of yellow mixed pattern flowers in there. I've already pre-cut a rectangle. There's the paper. So I've pre-cut my rectangle like so, to the size I want, leaving a little bit of a border on the edge just because I like a bit of a border. Really simply, I'm going to pop that black chevron pattern design onto the floral paper. Now, little trick I've got is I've got a pot with a sponge in it, soak it in PVA glue, soaks in really quick, and then you can just dab that on. So if you've got any dies with fine details, really intricate stuff, lacy backgrounds, anything like that, you just smudge it in the sponge like I'm doing. Smudge and then you can just stick that straight down. Lining this up, make sure I get it in the right place because I'm really bad for putting things on the wonk. But hey presto, we did it this time. I'm going to speed through this bit just because no one likes to see people taping, and it was fiddly at times because they just are. Even though I've got a longer thumbnail to do this, I didn't use it. So just put some double-sided on the back there, and then I'm going to mat that on, or just lay that on to my card base, making sure I've got it the right way, like so. Smooth it down, make sure it's nice and flat and lined up best we can. And then there is the little hello accent that comes in the die set. I've already got that cut out as well. And this is the sort of thing that is really useful for the little sponge. The Nuvo crystal drops here, that is the gloss ones in blushing red, and I'm just going to put a few little drops on here, about 3 to 6. I do get rather carried away sometimes though. Next up, I am using the scraps from the chevron die. Now, I love these little zigzag patterns. There's quite a few that pop out, so I've popped them in a little die cut box to keep for the future. So, again, 7x5 card blank. I've now mixed up some of the DecoArt Crafts acrylic paint in black with a little bit of special brand bathroom tap water, just to loosen it up a little bit. Bit of scrap paper here that I use just for putting on smudges and ink blends and stuff like that. Just line that up by a couple of centimetres in, just to give a nice border. And then get my black paint mix, and I'm going to splatter that all over, rather messy, try not to get it everywhere, but makes a nice little background, a little bit of interest. And then I'm going to get my heat gun and just dry that off, so we'll speed through this bit. Now, once that's done, I'm going to go back to that paper pack, and I've picked out a nice tropical leaf pattern. I love this one with the palm leaves. It's just nice and tropical and beachy feels. Just feels like summer holiday. I've cut out an inch strip for this, or just over an inch. I'm going to inlay that a little bit just to make a nice panel down the side. Again, using some of that dreaded double sticky tape. So I'm going to faff around with that a little bit now as well. So just laying that down like so, smooth it out. Now, because I didn't measure properly, mistakes are made. I'm just going to cut that off and just trim down the edges, neaten it up a little bit. Now, next up, I'm using that circle die, and because I haven't cut it apart yet, I've still got the hello in the middle of it. So what I'm going to do to that is, again, get that green palm leaf paper, and I'm just going to cut around that. Like so. Trying to line it up in the camera, but it's all blurry. And once that's cut out, I'm going to go back to my spongy glue pot, and I'm going to stick that down onto the palm leaf paper. You can also use foam pads, and it's something I normally do as well, but also I am waiting for those to arrive at the moment too. So just working out where I want to put it. I'm going to put it on that top right corner there. And I was trimming off a little bit of excess I noticed when I was trying to glue that down as well. So just making sure there's no little jaggedy bits on the circle, want it nice and round. Popping on my little spiral of glue. And now my glue stick's running in the way. Cheeky thing. And we're just going to stick that down like so. Now, I also, very good of me, lost the little bits that go in the middle of that. I think it's called tittles or tittles, we'll say tittles. So I'm using that acrylic paint mix again just to fill those in and give the letters a little bit of a centre where there will be the loops. Then next we are going back to those little zigzaggy bits, and I'm just going to work out whereabouts on the card I want to place them. I'm going to use 3 of them and put them down on the bottom edge like so. And again, we're just going to skip through that gluing process. Now, I noticed on the bottom one it was sticking up a little bit, so I just grabbed my glue pen again just to fill in a little bit just there and make sure it's all stuck down properly. Now, you can stop there, or as before, as you've now learned, I love me some Nuvo drops, so I'm going to go ahead again and grab that glossy blushing red Nuvo drop, and you can add a couple in the corners, or you can do it like me and splodge them all over the place because they just look so good and you don't know when to stop. Well, I certainly don't. place, you can stop there, and that is it. We have made another card with the same die set and paper pack. Now, if you waited around that little bit longer and got this far, you'll find a little mistake reel at the end. By mistake, I mean I kind of put my thumb in it, literally. Hey, thumbs up at the end. And literally, if you've got this far, thank you so much for watching my first video and putting up with me. So give the thumbs up, and it'd be great if you could subscribe, and look forward to making more videos in the future.